Hello and welcome to Going Over Our Friends, the Lifetime season. We might have called this one something else. I don't know. The Women's Thriller season. Because this is Thriller Night. And I don't know the words to that song. Anyway, I'm Kennedy. Across from me is.
Meredith.
And what amazing movie did we watch this time? Whose protagonist wasn't a mom?
We watched Deadly Vows, which is not what you should search for in the streaming services. You should search for A Wedding to Die For.
Yeah, if you talk into the Roku remote and
Mhm.
say Deadly Vows, A Wedding to Die For pops up. But if you type in A Wedding to Die For in IMDb, nothing pops up. But if you type in Deadly Vows, the one we watched is like the fourth one that pops up.
And Deadly Vows is also the name of a different movie that was based on a true story. That's not what we're watching today.
Yeah, well, I recently had this trouble because I had lost internet, so I was looking through all of my DVDs, and I had a movie on there called Asylum,
Mhm.
and I was like, I didn't buy this. This was one I got to review almost 20 years ago now. And I was like, I don't know what this movie is. And I looked and I was like, okay, it's probably around this year. So I looked at IMDb and I'm like, okay, well, there's a movie about like Iraqi refugees. There's a movie about this. There's the David R. Ellis one. I had no idea. So eventually I typed in the website I was working for with Asylum and I found my review where my first thing was like, the name Asylum doesn't tell you anything. It could be a movie about anything. But it did turn out to be the David R. Ellis version, the guy from the late director of Snakes on a Plane.
Nice.
R.I.P. And that movie sucked, so don't bother watching Asylum. But even that name is better than these fucking Lifetime movie names where they just put two words together all the time that generally don't have anything to do with it. It's like
Yeah.
deadly this or deadly that,
hmm
or that,
Unwanted that.
of course, we haven't done any of them, but The Wrong is, of course, the genre
Mhm.
by that David Dakota thrives in, and as well as other people. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, A Wedding to Die For is a better title than Deadly Vows. I'm going to go ahead and say it because the vows aren't deadly.
We
We never
did
really
see
got.
some vows, but the vows are not
The,
a key part of the plot.
yeah, it's not like the wife has to make promises to a husband and the husband turns out to be a killer and those vows are
Mhm.
deadly. But no.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Anyway,
This is something different.
this is something different. How does this movie start, though?
We start with a summer wedding in a New England church where we meet the groom, George. George
And
is super important. We definitely needed his name there.
yeah, and he definitely looks like a famous actor and not just some schlub they got from Buffalo, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely. And George's brother slash best man, whose name is Glenn. They have a
Uh-huh.
little chit chat. Glenn leaves him alone. George is in the green room, the dressing room. He's putting his final touches on his tux, and he gets a knock at the door. And waiting for him when he opens the door is a box with a cupcake in the box. And this is from his bride to be. So he eats the cupcake.
If we learned one thing from these Lifetime movies, it's never eat the cupcake.
That's really the big takeaway. Like I'm very suspicious of cupcakes now.
I learned years ago from Piff the Magic Dragon, never eat the fan cakes. If people bring him food, he
hmm
just throws it right away because of he's probably seen these Lifetime movies.
You never know. And you want to just assume good intent from everyone, but you don't know what's going on in people's kitchens. You don't know what their food safety training is, and you don't know
Yeah.
if they are secretly a psychopath.
You
That's
don't
all.
know if Bobby Hill secretly dropped the apple brown Peggy in the dirt and poop, and then when Brooks and Dunn eat it, they get sick. So
Is that it? Did that happen in that show?
yeah, yeah.
Oh
We've
my
we've
gosh.
even referenced that episode before because that's the episode with Randy Travis, who was in one of our movies a while ago. So
Amazing. You've referenced it. I've seen maybe one, two, or three seasons of King of the Hill, and that was it.
I thought you were gonna say episodes, but you said seasons, and that's great.
The early seasons.
Yeah.
Because I know they
So
brought it back. I didn't see any of that.
it's
So,
surprisingly good.
okay.
That and the Malcolm one are pretty good.
Nice.
Anyway, Glenn is our returning champion, Scott Thomas Reynolds, who you won't recognize because in this movie he's clean shaven and
Oh,
he's not near a boat.
I did not
Uh,
recognize him, no.
yeah, he's our boat guy from Deadly Shores and
Really?
our kayak guy from a couple of weeks ago. So
No. What?
yeah,
Oh,
I,
okay. Great.
it's him. Well, he's Glenn in this now.
Well, George, who has eaten the cupcake, gets to the altar and then he falls ill. So they have said their vows and he's like sweating and he looks sick and he collapses. The bride, whose name is Helena, she feigns panic, but as he lays dying on the ground, on the floor in front of the altar, she whispers to him, "Liar," and like monologues a little bit. So it's clear that she did the cupcake.
Yeah, and like I don't know, if you offered me food right before I was about to walk down the aisle, I would not eat it. You know, you don't want to eat something big and heavy, right? Her plan
A
has holes
cupcake's
in
not
it.
big and heavy. What?
It's big as a guy, and we know from our Jesse Mack episode who has diabetes, I would not be eating that and messing with my blood sugar right before the wedding.
Okay, that's fair. What did you eat before your wedding?
I don't know if I ate it. Let's see, hold on.
It was a
I'm
morning
I
wedding.
It was 25 years ago, so it's going to take a minute for me to remember.
Okay, all right. No, it was in Bond Chapel. It was the
Uh,
morning.
I was
You
I
guys
think
made us sit through a full mass.
yeah, that was the punishment for our friends. We were just like, this would be hilarious. No, I was at the hotel with my parents,
Yeah.
so I feel like I might have gone swimming that morning. I don't even
Oh,
know.
nice. And then
I,
we partied and laughed and drank through the night, and there was a
but
dance
Meredith, you weren't old
circle.
enough to drink.
Yeah, well, you had wine on the table.
I, sadly, like very few people were old enough to drink at my wedding. We got married
That's
young,
funny. Yeah, yeah, it was
so
great. It was your wedding was really a good time. Okay.
yeah.
But this wedding is a terrible one because the groom's dead. Cut
The,
to winter.
Yeah. So the killer bride we get a glimpse of right here
Mhm.
is Brittany Underwood, who basically has a whole cottage industry about starring in things like this and like
Okay.
Christmas movies. I believe she's a One Life to Live person. I think that was her claim to fame.
Mm.
So
The thing about her character that is really consistent, she doesn't look like she belongs in this movie because she's always wearing a very specific silhouette, which is a dress that's fitted on top and like flares out for the skirt, like a big round skirt. And her coats are cut the same way, and it's just really really obvious that she doesn't like she belongs this should be a Christmas romance movie based on how she's dressed because everybody else is dressed normal.
I assume like I assume for most Fred Ray movies, everybody's just wearing their own clothes.
Yeah,
So she's probably just wearing her soap opera clothes.
I guess. And she's like, this is a flattering silhouette, so maybe she just loves it. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's wintertime now. It's a different New Englandy setting, and Becca is coming to this town for her brother's wedding. And we get all this backstory because she's got a flat tire and she's talking with the guy who's fixing her tire. I for sure thought that Becca was Helena using a different name.
They don't look anything
They
alike.
looked similar enough that I was
You've
like, this has
you've
got to be the same woman.
you've learned not to trust your lying eyes.
Well, because the Helena was just done up in bridal makeup and hair in the
Uh-huh.
first scene, and so now we've got somebody who like the big difference was she's got bangs and she's dressed down. So like I don't know,
And
could have been.
she's probably 10 years older.
It took me
But
a while, is all I'm
yeah.
saying.
But that's our returning champion, Charlene Amoya,
Okay.
who was in one of the Christmas movies we watched. She was her big part was in Sniper Special Ops, where she was like tough lady action report.
Oh, yes, I
Yeah.
remember that character. Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
she's most people might recognize her as she was like an important background character
Mhm.
in How I Met Your Mother. She was Wendy the waitress
Okay.
on like almost every episode of that show. So
Were they always eating?
they were always in a bar. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay, got it. I never watched that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like how Friends was always in a coffee shop. They
Mhm.
had their own bar. So well, not their own bar, but you know.
But they were also skinny all the time.
Yeah, because it's TV.
Oh, right. So they
Well,
weren't
Jason
into.
Segel is like dad shaped at least.
All right. So we meet a bunch of characters all at once. Charlie is Becca's brother. He is the new groom who's in peril. Um, David is a bakery employee. I did recognize him. He's been in some of our Christmas movies.
Yeah, it's Peter Johnson, Buffalo's own.
Helena came back and they called her Helena, and I was like, oh, I got it wrong with Becca. She is blonde now.
I know no one will see through this disguise. She didn't change her first name, but she did dye her hair.
Yes, exactly. Or her profession, what she's known for. She's a
Yeah,
baker. And we meet the father of the groom, whose name is Stuart, and the mother of the groom, whose name is Nancy. So Helena has kind of infiltrated this whole family. Her top concern, for reasons that will become clear, is making a good impression on her sister to be Becca.
yeah. Uh, so yeah, and we'll find out why maybe later. I don't really know.
It's sort of, it's
It's
like,
sort
it's
of, yeah, it
contrived.
doesn't really matter. But yeah, so we got all of our people now. So the mom is Catherine Lee Scott,
Hmm.
who is another Dark Shadows person. So like Fred Olen Ray likes casting people from Dark Shadows.
Yeah.
Then we've got Cameron Jibo plays Charlie, the brother. And
Hmm.
we've seen him before too, most notably in Christmas Princess, where he was one of the bakery employees in that.
Oh, okay, got it.
He was the one he was on like a whole season of Power Rangers. Like that's pretty much what he's known
Hmm.
for.
Hmm.
And the dad is like another like Fred Olen Ray Buffalo movie guy. Like I don't think he's done too much outside of that stuff.
Nice.
But yeah, that's pretty much everybody we meet then, right? And
Yeah, yeah,
Peter Johnson we talk about all the time. So
yeah, exactly.
the
All right.
man, so nice, they named him after two dicks.
Oh.
So we like Peter Johnson though. It's always I'm always happy to see him. I'm always like, oh, it's Peter Johnson.
Cut to dinner. So Helena's trying to make a good impression, but Becca's got a sense of humor and makes some jokes. And Helena like kind of goes on tilt. She like gets crazy eyes. So she's taking offense to Becca's jokes, and she excuses herself from the dinner table to talk to her reflection in a mirror.
Hmm.
This is great. Everything's getting better. So we learned all about her internal motivations due to this conversation. We learned that she's batshit crazy and that she's desperate to fit into the new family.
Yeah, and she has capital A acting in all of those scenes. Well, I don't know if they start it right away, but I noticed like at least towards the middle of it, when she is talking to herself, the like mirror version of herself has this horrible echo effect that
Yeah,
makes most of the dialogue completely unintelligible.
yeah.
So
And that's consistent throughout the whole movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe would never, is all I'm saying.
Right. Yes.
Like he would do that all one take and be perfect. So
All right. And so she has a habit of serving cupcakes uh, to everybody she meets. So this is like the first scene where she's like, "Here's some cupcakes for the family. I made you some cupcakes." And everyone's like, "Oh, awesome! Thank you for the cupcakes." So now the insults just keep coming because Nancy and Stuart, unbeknownst to Helena, have invited a rival baker to the home.
yeah, because you don't want to make the cakes for your own wedding. How dare you?
Right. So this woman, Mrs. Mizarek, she's
Mazurek.
come Mizarek. So she's
Mazurek,
come.
yeah, sorry. Mazurek is the name of a Polish pastry, but it's also the name of
Oh,
uh, it's like, yeah, it's like a cake. Uh, but it's also the name of a bakery that's existed in South Buffalo for forever that
mhm.
actually just closed and moved to Lackawanna last year.
Oh
So yeah,
no.
yeah. So when they cut to the place that's Mazurek's Bakery, that's just Mazurek's Bakery. It's a Polish bakery that's yeah, just in
Amazing.
South. Yeah.
Oh,
So
well,
use every part of the buffalo is what we're saying
yeah, exactly.
in Buffalo.
All right, so Mrs. Mazurek has brought a few cake samples. Like, this could be your wedding cake. You just do a tasting. So Helena is like, wait, what do you mean? Like, that I wouldn't bake for my own wedding? And so it's a very awkward moment. Like, but the awkwardness could have been saved if Nancy and Stuart had just said, like, we don't think that you will want to bake for your own wedding. And then Helena could have just said, like, no, I insist on baking for my own wedding. I'm a crazy person. Like, that could have. So, anyway,
Yeah.
so this is on Nancy and Stuart. That's all I'm
Well,
saying. Yeah.
and then Mrs. Mazurek recognizes
Hmm.
Helena.
Yep.
It's like, weren't you at the famous bakery competition that we were both at in Toronto?
Yes.
And I have to say, I was really appreciating because at that point we had already mentioned Toronto, Niagara Falls,
Hmm.
And when they said Amherst, I really thought they meant Amherst, New York, which is like a big town right outside of Buffalo. But then they were talking about Amherst, Massachusetts. I was like, oh, not that Amherst. But they're not hiding the Buffalo-ness of this movie at all. So, and at least nobody's running a cosmetic company here. It's just like they're all
Right.
bakers. One owns a bakery, one owns a hardware store.
Hmm.
Our main character does computers.
She's a
And
computer genius. Yes.
it's Fred Olin Ray has the understanding of careers that like a fifth grader has. It's like, here are the jobs you can have:
Yeah.
computers, bakery, police officer.
Those are good jobs. I mean, it's unlike my job, which I just struggle to explain to people. They're like, "Oh, so what do you do?" And I'm like, I work with a CRM. It
Yeah.
doesn't roll off the tongue like baker.
Well, when people ask me what your job is, I just say I think she does computers.
You know what? That's actually what I'm gonna say. You're like, "What's your job?" I do computers.
Hmm.
No, not in the way that Talia does.
No.
No, not in the way that not crypto. All right, well, so here we are back to the cupcakes. Helena shows how angry she is because she's holding a cupcake in her hand and she squishes it, just like how you might expect a character to break a wine glass by crushing it. She does that with a cupcake.
Yeah, I was thinking more beer can, but yeah, the wine
Yeah,
glass would be the dramatic version of that, and the beer can would be the fun, and this is just her wasting a cupcake. So
exactly. And this is the first time that will be repeated throughout the movie where Helena like acts super weird, but everybody just chalks it up to pre-wedding jitters. And she must be having so many emotions right now. And we got to give her some slack because it's just before her wedding.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I
but
just.
the problem with this movie and probably a lot of Lifetime movies
Hmm.
is that our antagonist, these psycho bitch, quote unquote, if you will,
Hmm.
is already at 11.
Hmm.
Like there's no place to go and there's no ambiguity. It's like, oh no, this is a crazy person. This is who to watch out for.
Yep.
And other people don't realize it because they're dumb.
You know there's going to be a car crash and you're just waiting for it to happen.
And the car starts crashing 10 minutes into the movie and keeps on crashing.
Yeah,
So,
it does. Yeah. All right. So later that evening, we are following Mrs. Mazurek. She's at her bakery and she's doing some online sleuthing. She's like, "Hi, I definitely remember this girl." And she like finds the program from the Toronto Bake Off and she's like, "Yeah, that's Helena." And it's like we see that
and
she had a different name.
thankfully, Helena's got her picture in the program, one of like
Yeah,
three people with their faces in the program that are labeled
exactly. It's
because
just ridiculous.
Toronto's a pretty small town. And not to cinema sins this or anything like that, but I spent a lot of years working in a bakery, and
Mhm.
that's a job you do in the morning, right, guys? Like
She's got to
you,
do her computer stuff at the night.
oh yeah, because like bakers will show up at work at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
and then if a baker is still there after noon, I am shocked. But somehow this lady has to do her books on a laptop in the store instead of in
In the
her
store. Yeah.
house
Hmm.
while
Yeah.
she's still open. The bakery is still open.
I just thought that her door was unlocked.
Unlocked means open in the restaurant world, man. Like you have to have that stuff locked or else people
Yeah.
wander in.
Right. As we see Helena do. And okay, looking back on it, I kind of adore this part. So Helena's usually in a cream white overcoat because it's wintertime in that princess cut. But now she's in a dark coat. And she's got black
Uh,
gloves on. So she has brought a cupcake. It's got black frosting.
Mrs. Mazurk doesn't fall for the cupcake. She knows not
Right.
to eat the poison cupcake. So this
Yeah,
is
exactly.
this is poison cupcake number two of the movie, we're assuming.
Yes.
So instead, she's like, "Oh, I like those little bride and grooms you have. Can you bring me down the one up?" No, hold on. I got to back this up because it's even more convoluted than that.
Hmm.
Miss Mazurek says, "I've got one of these little brides. Looks like you." And it's like it's like a 2 inch tall marzipan. You mean it's a got blonde hair? Big
Yeah.
shock.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
she's like, "Why don't you show me that one?" Even though they're standing right next to each other, she makes the old lady get on a step ladder,
Yeah.
which we've also learned from these movies, never get on a step ladder.
Right.
and then just grabs a rolling pin, which is on the counter.
Oh, is that what she did? I didn't catch. I even backed the movie up. I was because from my perspective, Helena slapped her with an open hand and killed her somehow.
Yeah, no.
It was a
Wait, hold
rolling
on.
pin.
Or maybe the rolling pin is later. Hold on. Yeah, maybe you're right. It might have just been a slap.
Because I was just like, wait, how did? So
I know
we
she.
don't see what really happens. We get like a dramatic scream, and then Miss Mazurek is out of the picture, and we just see like some blood. So it's definitely like she's been killed, but it seems like Helena just slapped the life out of her.
Yeah, no, no. Okay. Hold on. I think, yeah, she hits her with the rolling pin. I'm trying to. Not, okay, I don't want to do spoilers, but like I was going through and I've
Mhm.
got each of our weapons down because
Oh, cool. Yeah.
she uses a rolling pin.
Uh-huh.
Then later on, she uses a shovel.
Yeah.
Then she uses a frying pan.
Yes.
And like her final weapon, again, spoilers, is going to be an amphora, which is one of those like fancy vase things. So
I was really impressed with the frying pan because that's a cast iron skillet, and she was just like whammo with that one, and I'm like, I can barely hold that thing up with one hand.
yeah, she doesn't skip arm day at the gym. Like
I was
she's
really impressed. I was like, oh my God,
yeah, they're not
that's a
big, but they're very toned. Like, that's wiry.
Mhm.
She's got tendon strength.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. It's not about the size of the muscles. The size doesn't really have a direct correlation with strength. You can
Yeah,
be
these are
really
yeah.
strong with smaller muscles. Anyway,
Yeah, these
whatever.
aren't glamour muscles.
Not
It's yeah.
glamour muscles. Okay, so just after Helena kills Miss Mazurek, she says, "No one gets in the way of my happiness."
Okay. She already said she wouldn't make the cupcakes, but I guess she is also a threat because she can out
Mhm.
her
Yeah,
for being a different lady. So
exactly. All right, next morning, Becca runs into Helena in front of that bakery where there's a crowd and an ambulance, and she learns that Mrs. Mazurek has died. They decide to grab a coffee and go on a walk together. It's great.
yeah, I mean, my lifelong, family friend just died. Let's go get some coffee.
Hmm.
And Helena's there because she always returns to the seat of the crime. I don't know why she's there.
Yeah.
But then there's like some real awkward coffee drinking in their conversation where Helena is just taking these like fake ass sips of coffee every, what, 10 seconds or so?
Yeah. Look like you're drinking. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. We learned that both of these women are adopted and that Helena did search out and find her birth mother, but found the birth mother to be disappointing. And we don't hear anything more about that at
It's
the
another
time.
anti-orphan movie.
So meanwhile, they stop at the florist and they meet Monica.
Monica. Yeah, Monica is, I think, just another local Buffalo actor.
Oh,
But
okay.
the florist is Flowers by Nature,
Hmm.
which is on 82 Elm Street in East Aurora.
Oh, really?
You cannot keep Fred Olen Ray out of East Aurora. So
Nice. Okay, so we learn that Monica used to date Charlie ages ago, but Monica's married now. It's like really, it's not a thing. But Helena gets like the dead-eye look in her face, and she's like, I am not gonna have this. You are not doing my flowers. This
yeah, the
is not
bride music is
okay.
playing in her head. Yeah.
Exactly. So she leaves and gives Charlie a call on the cell phone. She rips into him. She's like, why didn't you warn me? Blah, blah, blah. And then she says, I don't like being lied to, Charlie, which is an echo to what she said to the groom that she killed. Okay, Charlie. We met Charlie before? We didn't really get a sense for his character. So now we get a sense of his character. He works at the hardware store or he owns the place or whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think the dad works the hardware store too, so I think the family just owns it.
That makes sense. Yes. Okay. So
Yeah.
it's a family business. And his best friend, best man, slash real estate agent, Martin, brings him a lead on a great deal in a house. He's like, houses like these don't come on the market really often. Charlie is super busy doing stuff on a ladder at the hardware store. So Martin agrees to show Helena the house.
Another Fred Olen Ray all-star is Martin. That's Gerald Webb, who
Hmm.
is the producer on like half of these movies and was also in Assault on VA 33 and Sniper Special Ops and was the dad in photos only in our opera singer movie
Oh,
this year.
really?
So yeah, and
Nice.
he seems to play somewhere between 25 and 60, depending on what the movie is. We've got both of Fred and Ray's black friends in this movie playing the black friends in this movie. So
I have not only
we're
one,
just
but
missing
two
Rachel.
black friends.
We're just missing Rachel True. Then we
Yeah.
could complete the triumvirate.
Oh
So
my gosh. Are those the only three black actors he knows?
I mean, they're the only ones we've seen, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I
there's
think
probably
so.
a couple other I'm forgetting about, but like, hey,
Yeah. All right.
I,
So Helena is at her home. She has a home. I think she's renting. So Martin goes to her house and interrupts the tantrum she's having. She's like throwing stuff around. She's conversing with her reflection in the mirror. But like Martin knocks at the door and she's like, "Oh, okay, bat, like gotta get lock in, get it together." So, well, they go to see the house, and while they're at the house, a gorgeous, beautiful, expensive home, she quizzes Martin on who Monica is. Like, did you know about Monica? Who's Monica? Like, how serious were they? They were dating, right? Blah blah blah. Because she's now just like digging,
uh-huh, uh-huh. And
right?
you might as well call Helena Neil Young because she is gonna harmonica. What? High-fiving a million tiny angels right now, you guys.
All right. Well, what Martin does is a bad thing because he says, "Oh, they almost got married," which is not true. They were never engaged. They dated when they were young and then they broke up. That is not getting close to marriage.
Yeah.
But this sets Helena off even more. She is flipping out. So she decides like she hates the house. Like,
Yeah. Well, and the house is cursed because it's only available and cheap because it's the house of a divorce, which
yes. Yeah.
Martin mentions to Charlie, but
Yeah.
I don't, does he mention that to Helena?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So again, like if we weren't already at 11, this could be a point where things are escalating, but she's already throwing a tantrum that her
Hmm.
fiance dated someone 7 years ago
Yeah.
that also lives in his hometown.
Uh-huh.
So
Yep, yep, yep. So her plan is that Charlie will just move into the house that she's currently renting. No big deal. They can figure it out later. Okay, so cut to Becca and her mother Nancy. They are chatting about Mrs. Mazurik's death, which is assumed to be an accidental fall off of a ladder. Nancy has a set of the keys to that bakery and asks Becca to take the keys to Mrs. Mazurik's son, Paul. This never happens.
oh yeah.
This never happens. But
We never meet Paul or anything, right?
no, Paul is mentioned a couple times. We never meet Paul. I guess it serves to give Becca the keys.
Yeah.
Anyway, Becca starts voicing her concerns. She's like, "Hey, isn't it odd? Isn't Helena just being a little weird? Isn't she overreacting?" And then Nancy's like, shuts it down. Like, no, she's just stressed out. She's just stressed out. Becca, why don't you throw her a bridal shower? She doesn't have any friends. And Becca's like, it is weird that she doesn't have friends, right? It's weird that she doesn't have a Facebook account, right? This is 2017.
Yeah.
And Nancy's like, stop it. It's totally normal for her to not have friends. She's got emotions. It's before her wedding.
Well, and it they were talking about Becca and Helena were talking about her not having a wedding shower, her not knowing
Mhm.
anybody in town and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And then the mom is just like, yeah, throw her a bridal shower. Like, no, don't do that.
Right.
And then later on, when they were like, well, if she doesn't have friends, we'll just invite her own friends.
Yeah.
So, so it's like, uh, just it's the two black friends. They're the only people that show up to the bridal shower. Like just
Right.
these two dudes. It's so weird. For $1, name a woman. Put a woman in there. There are women in this movie. I know you killed one of them.
So this is evening time. A lot of shit's just gonna happen. It's not all related, but it's gonna come together later.
Yeah.
First thing that happens, Becca, who again we established does computers for a living, makes a wedding website for the couple.
Yeah, she does like a tietheknot.com sort of thing in
Yes.
order to track down her friends. And
Hmm.
how is she advertising this website to people who might know a lady named Helena who's a baker? She was putting on like baker forums,
Uh-huh.
she said, and wouldn't you know it? Glenn was trolling the Baker forums looking for
Helena.
Helena, who
Mhm.
he suspects might have killed his brother.
It's called manifesting.
Million to one shot, Doc. Million to one.
Okay, so meanwhile, while this is happening, Charlie and Helena go to the bar. They're just gonna have an evening together. It's like a restaurant bar. Anyway, they're sitting at the bar. Helena runs to the restroom briefly, and then Monica and her husband Justin show up. Monica tries to smooth things over. She's like, "I'm so sorry, blah blah blah. I didn't realize didn't know about us, and I just, wanted to like wish you a happy wedding." And Charlie's like, "It's totally cool. Helena's just got some big emotions right now."
Oh,
Helena sees this from afar and she misinterprets it. And she's like, now I'm sick. Now let's go take me home.
I saw
Um,
you hug this family friend.
yeah, exactly. So at home, she's talking to her reflection again. And the reflection says, you know what you have to do, don't you?
So Justin is Paul Spital, who we've
Hmm.
seen in most of our Buffalo movies
Oh,
here
yeah.
too. Like he was in Christmas in Vermont and Assault on VA 33 and a bunch of that stuff. So
Nice.
yeah, I keep on thinking that Assault on VA 33 was like much older than it is. That movie came out in 2021. It really feels like that.
Really?
Yeah, it really feels like that should have been like 2014. But
Yeah.
yeah, he was in Christmas Princess. He was in a bunch of that stuff. Oh, and he was just in Fiance Killer too.
Really?
Yeah, so he's been in like everything, but he always has a part like this where he's got like four lines
Mhm.
maybe. So
Yeah, big maybe. So later, a little bit later, same evening, Monica and Justin get home. Their power's out. Surprise! Helena's there with the shovel.
yeah.
Knocks Justin out, beats Monica to death.
Why does she have a shovel now, I wonder?
It's just something that you have when you live in New England,
But they're not in New England.
in Buffalo.
Yeah,
It all just seemed like it was supposed to be New Englandy.
yeah. Because,
Yeah,
these lifetime rubes, they don't know the difference.
yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, Becca is at the bakery snooping. She spots the missing cake topper and
Yeah.
takes it as a clue, capital C clue, which it is, but she doesn't have a reasonable expectation of that being a clue.
It's like the murderer wanted a cake topper. The murderer's getting married. Or, maybe it was a marzipan thing and the murderer just got hungry. It's
It could be. I thought they were plastic figures.
they're usually plastic figures. They look
Yeah.
like plastic figures, but maybe that one was marzipan. Or maybe the killer thought it was marzipan.
Hmm.
Or maybe I just like saying, "Oh, marzipan." Like Homestar
All of
Runner.
it sounds equally
I
plausible.
think,
Yeah.
yeah, no, it's a very plausible thing. Also, a thing I have to note here, and
Yeah.
a thing that happens in this movie multiple times, is when Monica and Justin get home from the bar,
Hmm.
they park on their lawn,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
like, and later on in the movie, when Becca parks at Helena's leased house,
Hmm.
she just parks on the lawn.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I'm not really sure why, because we see like a little kind of like
There's a
gravelly
driveway. Yeah.
driveway for Monica. Are they reusing the same house and just not want to like show the same side of it? Like, I don't
That's
really,
reasonable. Yeah.
because like, why are you parking on the lawn? People in Buffalo don't park on lawns. Everybody's got a driveway.
Maybe that's what is normal from where those actors are from, and they didn't know any better.
Yeah, I don't know. Or,
Yeah.
I should say this is like most of the house stuff is not like Buffalo proper. It's oh gosh, it's like one of those towns in Niagara County, like just
Hmm.
north of Niagara Falls.
Oh, unincorporated, where it's okay to park on the lawn.
I don't know. It's Lewiston because it says it on
Yeah.
the police cars later on.
Ah, yeah.
So yeah, so I don't know what they do up in Lewiston. Who knows? That's closer to Canada where there are no rules or driveways, I'm told.
Next day, Helena is at her gown fitting or selecting the gown. Anyway, they're at the bridal shop. She's in a wedding dress. Becca's there because she is in it now, and she gets that phone call from Glenn. So he's like saying like, "Hey, I'm trying to track down Helena." And they have it all out. So Becca and Glenn are on the same page. Helena has killed one, possibly two prior grooms, and Glenn should come over and confront her in person.
Yeah, oh yeah, because Glenn knows that she was a widow when she was dating
Yeah.
his brother.
Yeah.
But now she's just like starting fresh. The whole widow story didn't work out before, I guess. I don't really know.
Yes, exactly.
So they both have suspects, but no actual evidence that
Mhm.
she's, a psycho hose beast or whatever the kids say.
Exactly. We
Uh,
just have a pattern.
yeah. Uh, so I would also like to say the bridal shop looks like a rummage store. Like
Hmm.
it's
Yeah.
not even gowns everywhere, it's just junk. The
The best
bri
kind of store.
Yeah, the bridal gown itself is just a like what, $150 white dress. Like it's not very fancy or anything like that. It's not like an actual gown.
It's lacy. It's like a
Yeah,
cocktail dress, a tea dress.
I mean it's appropriate for your third wedding, I suppose.
Sure. I mean, I
Uh,
liked it.
but most importantly, without any lines, we get the biggest star of the movie in this scene,
What?
uncredited as shop girl.
What?
Our
Who?
old friend Katie Schneider is back.
Oh my God. You will be shocked that I did not recognize her.
She looks exactly the same in every movie too. Like it's not like she's wearing a bandana.
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, I'm always on the lookout for Katie Schneider. Katie Schneider
Amazing.
and Ted Monty, the patron saints of going over our friends.
All right, so later that day, the family learns that Monica's dead, Justin's in the hospital. Why do we need this level of detail? Why aren't they both just dead? No idea.
Well, because
Yeah.
maybe he's gonna get out of the hospital
Mhm.
and like point the finger at her. Maybe
Maybe.
she's gonna go to the hospital like in one of our last movies with a crazy woman. But no, it's
None of that
just
happens.
none
Yeah.
of that happens.
No, 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 no.
It's it's so unlike them to set up and no payoff. But
Exactly. So they assume that the Monica and Justin had walked in on a robbery and were attacked. So it's just like this terrible string of events, deaths happening in this small town. And Becca's like, "Hey guys, are we still sure about Helena?" And Charlie, I don't know, air quotes, erupts at her and shuts her down. It's like Charlie's never yelled at a person before, and so his acting of attempting to yell at somebody didn't quite hit the mark.
well, and is that before? Because we also get some real psycho behavior when everyone else is reacting to Dead Flower Lady. Oh, excuse me, where Helena is like, well, I mean, on the bright side, at least we didn't pick her for flowers. So, I mean, that could have delayed things. It's like, oh, yeah, this is the second person that was going to do our wedding that has been murdered. I can't imagine that's related.
And only Becca's putting it together. Yeah.
I guess Ted Monty wasn't around to play the cop in this movie because we don't even get any like police officers.
No, no.
We get cop cars, but no actors playing police officers, at least
They're
not.
unrelated to
Yeah.
this. Yeah. So Charlie and Stuart, his dad, they go to meet with the caterer while Helena and Becca and Nancy start baking the cupcakes for the wedding. So it's like we're in the end game. The wedding's happening. So we're making the cupcakes. We have to make lots of cupcakes in different sizes because they're going to be in tiers, like big cupcakes on the bottom, itty bitty cupcakes on the top tier. This is where Helena asks Becca to be her maid of honor.
Too late.
And then she says, I've got a surprise for you. And Becca's like, what? She's like, wait till after the wedding. Interpropes. What could that surprise possibly be? So weird. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, anyway, so now we're at the bridal shower, which I think is the
Yeah.
same day. Which
Yeah.
it's got to be like the day before the wedding. How far in advance can you possibly make the cake? I don't care. Okay. Everyone's gathered at Nancy and Stewart's. As you said, all the actors we've seen so far, few of them women.
Yeah, it's the bride. Okay, so it's the bride,
Yeah.
the sister, the mom, the dad,
Hmm.
Gerald Webb, Peter Johnson, and is the brother there too? Is Charlie there?
I think he is, yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
Mhm.
So it's really not so much a bridal shower, it's just a bunch of dudes sitting around.
Watching
But
Helena open her gifts, so she's just super
yeah,
happy because she's center of attention and gets like a $7,000 check from her future in-laws.
I think it was $1,000.
1,000? Okay,
I
great.
think it was only $1,000. And she gets a mocha pot from Peter Johnson because like
Hmm.
this is something about her always needing coffee, and now you can make it at home. But the important thing there is she's got my exact same mocha pot. So
Oh,
I felt very connected at that point.
I mean, she's a baker. You worked at the bakery. You got the
Yeah.
same coffee situation.
Yeah, yeah. It's like Biatelli or something like that. It's got the
Mhm.
little guy on the side.
Okay, but Michael, do you make cupcakes?
I have made a cupcake. It's been a
You've made a
minute, but
cupcake and
yeah,
you're,
yeah.
yeah. Oh,
I have never taken one of my syringes and put anything in the cupcake though.
well, well,
Oh yeah, well,
maybe you
and
should give it a
maybe I
try.
should, maybe I should. And then Gerald Webb is like, "Yeah, I don't have a present. My present's gonna be I'm gonna pay for the booze at the wedding."
Which is
which
a
is
gift. Yeah.
which is probably more than well, depending on the size of the wedding, it's going to
Mhm.
be more than $1,000. So
Yeah. It is
so
quite generous. Yes.
better than the parents did.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Exactly. All right. So cupcakes. We're still making the cupcakes. At one point, Helena is like, okay, Becca, keep stirring. And I don't know a whole lot about baking, but I do know if you stir a dough too much, it gets like bad.
yeah, if you okay, so first off, it's a batter and not a
Uh-huh.
dough. And
Whatever.
second off, yeah, it gets tough. You want to only stir until things are incorporated. Like you
Hmm.
don't want to keep it going
Yeah, don't
because
keep stirring.
yeah, you'll knock all the air bubbles out of the cake and it'll be dense.
Yeah, it's lunacy. I was just like, has nobody in this movie ever baked before? And but between
No.
you and I, we've done this stuff, and you just explained like why not to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, they need Elton Brown consulting on this things. I'm gonna next time Frito and Ray's got a baker in a movie, I'm gonna pay for a cameo from Elton Brown saying like, "This is how you make a cupcake."
Just read the box, the back of the box on a cupcake mix. It says don't over stir it. It says lumps are okay.
No, that's
Yeah.
pancakes. You don't want lumps.
Oh, but lumps are okay in a cake batter. It says
Yeah,
like don't over stir it. Some lumps are okay.
yeah, I guess.
That's what it says. I swear to God.
I don't like looking at lumps.
Yeah. Well, you
You
know,
understand, right?
yeah, they're in a boggy marsh. It's just terrible. It's gross.
See,
Cupcakes.
I got you.
Elena.
Presidents of the United States of America.
Well, happy 250th birthday to America. Which
Yeah,
I feel like it should be like we should have more of a celebratory atmosphere. It's just like everybody's just so bummed out.
yeah, because yeah.
Anyway, it's cupcakes.
We'll sing the national anthem though. Hey America, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey America. Okay, so is this when they send Becca away to get the small tray of cupcakes?
Helena goes, okay, so Becca, what's Becca doing? She's got to go pick up the dress.
Oh, right, she's got to pick up the dress. Oh,
So,
yeah, because Elena's got to get the small tray of cupcakes, which is what causes the
exactly.
troubles. I see, I see.
That all the troubles. Becca's like, I got this. I'll get the dress. Don't worry about it. She takes this opportunity to break into Helena's house and break in. I mean, open the door that has been unlocked.
Well, we've established that Charlie made a copy of Helena's keys for her earlier and then is such a loser, he keeps on forgetting to give them to her. So
Amazing.
Becca grabs these keys and uses them to like search through this entire house of
Yes.
Helena.
So when
So
Helena says, "Oh no, I forgot the mini tins for the little cupcakes," and she's driving home, we're like, "Oh, she's gonna catch Becca in her house." She does not.
no, yeah, like she doesn't even notice the car because again,
Hmm.
Becca's parked on the lawn
Yeah.
instead of the driveway.
It is so dumb. But while
Yeah,
Becca's in the house, she finds some adoption papers, which tell us nothing, but I guess it's important later.
Becca basically just acts like Helena's a T-Rex and doesn't move and doesn't get
Mhm.
seen, if I remember
Yeah, yeah,
correctly.
exactly. You have to move in order for Helena to see you. Yeah.
There, it could have been a moment of tension, but so far the only like jump scares I got watching this movie
Hmm.
is because I watched it on the Roku channel,
Hmm.
and these commercials would come out of nowhere. It would be like quiet scene, quiet scene, quiet scene, boop, like and
Yeah.
then buy 1-800 flowers, or I don't even know who advertises on Roku anymore. I can't even retain the commercials. My brain has shut them off.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I
I
mean,
don't
that's a
have,
lifetime. Yep.
yeah, I don't have ad blocker on Hulu, but I have ad blocker on my own brain. So
That's what you need. That's some
yeah,
high level training there. That's some kung fu shit.
yeah, yeah. It's my yoga skills.
Now it's evening. Everybody's in the
Mhm.
kitchen. They're trying to finish the cupcakes. But Nancy, Stuart, and Charlie need to leave to go visit Paul, Mrs. Mazurik's son. And there's some conversation of like, we can't leave Helena here alone, but they do.
Oh, right, right. I forgot about all of this.
It's so dumb. Anyway, Glenn arrives, knocks at the door. Helena's like, come in. And then there's a confrontation that Glenn records on his phone. He's got like a voice memo app.
Uh-huh.
So he like it's perfect. It's like the perfect voice memo app. He confronts her, she confesses, and then she whacks him with the skillet. At just as everybody comes home from that visit from to Paul, and so she makes it look like she was attacked by a home intruder.
Yeah, muscles.
Mhm.
She kind of rips her outfits or
Yeah.
pretends to rip her outfits, and then
Mhm.
musses up her hair a little bit, and she's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
"Oh my God!" And
Yeah.
yeah,
This is where she's wielding the cast iron skillet with one hand in like an incredible feat of strength.
yeah. I mean, she's got again. She got some toned arms.
Yeah. It's amazing.
It's
So while she's crying on the floor, Becca arrives home. I don't know if she actually had the dress with her, but she must have actually picked up the dress at some point. We see the
yeah,
dress later.
because she said she was gonna go get the dr So, oh yeah, that happens because when so Helena calls Becca
Hmm.
because the dress place said, "Hey, this dress still hasn't been picked up, and we close at 5."
Hmm.
And she's like, so they're in the house when she gets that call,
Yeah.
both of them. So Becca hears that conversation and then calls from inside
No, she
Helena's
texts
house.
texts from inside the
Oh, she
house.
texts.
Yeah,
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 she
yeah.
texts. And it's like, oh, by the way, I'm in traffic. So I'm almost there. So
All that upstate New York traffic.
yeah, yeah, it gets real crazy, in Lewiston, especially if Melody Fair's letting out. Like, I mean, come on.
I can only imagine.
It's a good thing they weren't
Yeah.
near the Riviera Theater. I mean,
All right, so Becca sees what's happened. She's like, "Oh, this is Glenn," and she lays it out for everybody that like Helena's a crazy person. Nobody wants to hear it. They're like, "Go away, Becca. You're a terrible person, Becca. Leave, Becca."
Becca steals the guy's phone, never bothers to talk to the cops, which, pro.
Hmm.
Yeah, gosh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Everyone is so dumb in this movie all the time.
Except for, well, here's like a reasonable decision. Charlie wants to delay the wedding. He's
Yeah,
like,
because everyone's dying.
yes, everyone's dying, and Helena was, to his knowledge, attacked by a home intruder. He's like, okay, we gotta delay this. Like, there's too much going on. You probably need some time to emotionally recover. This sets her off. She's like, you never loved me. You think I'm crazy.
Well, and she's really pissed around this time too because he called Becca crazy too.
Hmm. Hmm.
And she's like, "You don't talk to my sister that way."
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That was extra weird, right? It's not weird in context that we don't have yet, which we are getting to.
okay, so
So
now are we finally to three more poison cupcakes?
three more poison cupcakes. So she's just like, so she's freaking out because like her life that she has worked so hard to get is now slipping away from her, and she specifically mentions like her sister Becca is slipping away from her. So now she takes a syringe, injects it's not peanut juice into the cup. It must be insulin, right? Because everybody gets super sleepy after they eat the cupcakes.
I,
I
you
think
know,
that's a way
we,
that people have killed folks in the past before it was detectable is like injecting insulin, like too much insulin into them.
yeah, but this is just sleepy juice. Like, I don't
Well,
know.
isn't that what would happen if you had too much insulin though?
Yeah, but insulin isn't effective if you eat it.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well,
that
I don't know.
that's why type 1 diabetics have shots. Like,
I don't know. I like my the pills that I take are all can also like that medication is also injectable.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can inject too.
Yeah.
But like, we hung a lantern on this with Crazy College Girl because at least she had a chemistry background.
Yeah.
And with our other movie, Killer Fiance, it's like, oh, well, there's a peanut allergy. But
Right.
in this one, she injects the first cupcake to her husband with something we don't
Something.
know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then these three cupcakes with some sleepy time juice,
Maybe it was
which
morphine.
maybe it could have been NyQuil, except it was clear. I don't even know. But yeah, they all just get sleepy and
Huh.
decide to go to bed. And then Charlie stands up and is weak in the knees, and she's like,
Hmm.
I'm gonna kill you because you think me and my sister are crazy.
Yes.
Ah.
It was a good
Yeah.
monologue.
And
Yeah. She says, "You turned on me and Becca." It was
yeah.
fantastic. All right. So anyway, so she's gonna try and stage Charlie's death as if he'd fallen down the stairs. So she like kind of helps him walk, sort of drags him to the foot of the stairs, which that's just not like he would have damage if he'd fallen down the stairs. He's just gonna be dead at the bottom of the stairs. It's obviously not going to work. Whatever. Becca arrives just in time, and Helena reveals, like, here's the big secret. Here's like her whole thing. They're actually biological sisters, and they were both given up for adoption by the same person.
Yep, and it changes nothing about the movie.
Nothing about the movie, but it does tell us why Helena, in this case, wanted to join that family. Like Charlie was just a perk and a means to the end of getting the sister, but it doesn't explain why Helena killed her previous two grooms.
No. And also, you don't need to also be sister-in-laws with your sister.
Right.
Sisters-in-law, sorry.
Uh-huh.
But like, yeah, I want to be double sisters with you. And then you can marry my adopted brother. And
It's just really convoluted. So like Helena reveals this and she asks Becca to run away with her. Becca obviously says, "No, you're a crazy bitch." So Helena, who has been holding that vase, what kind of vase was it?
it's an amphora.
An amphora.
Yeah.
She now attacks Becca, like runs after her, attacks her with the amphora. That doesn't work, so she grabs a knife, but Becca's got a muffin tin, and the muffin tin wins the fight.
She whacks her in the head with a muffin tin, and it sounds like metal on metal. So I
Yeah.
think that Helena might secretly have an adamantium skeleton. I
Maybe, maybe. The shot where like Helena's knocked out and covered in like frosting, I think that was like a beautiful artistic shot, but it comes at the end of this like crazy ass movie.
yeah, like they watch some Coen Brothers movies and like, let's do something like that. It'll be great.
Yeah, and there was this other shot where like the camera was at the top of the spiral staircase looking down at Charlie and Helena as she's staging him, and I was like, "Oh wow, this is they were doing something there.
Yeah, so
That
shout
looks
out
good."
to Alexander Yellen, our cinematographer for the movie,
Yeah, yeah,
who
like really nice. Get
he's a cameraman on Euphoria,
mm.
Z Nation, and completely unexpected, Snakes on a Plane, directed by David R. Ellis. What? Full circle moment.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't stand these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. All right, so post emergence like after all of this, we cut to
It,
a future date. It's still winter time. The family is alive and well. They're all at the hardware shop. Everybody's good.
no one
Glenn's
ever needs to
recovered.
take time off from all these deaths.
Right.
Like,
Everybody apologizes to Becca for not believing in her. And then we cut to Helena in the mental hospital.
hold on. I
Yeah.
would like to say, like, yeah, they're all talking, and then uh the family says to Gerald Webb, like, I think the brothers, like, well, we'll have to make it up to you. Like, for 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 what?
Right.
Did he warn them about her? Is he still sad that they didn't buy that house? What are they making it up to Gerald Webb for? He is not the victim in this. Like,
Cut scene somewhere.
yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I will admit to looking at my phone multiple times during this movie, but I had no idea what they were talking about.
Well, hey, you caught the rolling pin when I didn't.
Yeah, it's a rolling pin.
Yeah, yeah. And you knew enough how to Google for that vase name.
Yeah, vase thing. Google, find me vase things.
All right. So everybody's fine. Everybody's happy except for Helena, who's in the hospital chatting with her nurse or orderly, Stephen.
Yeah,
We see
and
that
she's
she,
somehow blonder now.
well, they must have filmed that first because she had a little bit of roots coming in the prior scene.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
doesn't make sense, but okay, yeah.
I mean, if you're a natural brunette and you want to go that blonde, I mean, I think a wig is the way to go. Because that's what what's her face did for Mean Girls. She didn't want to bleach her hair because her hair. Rachel McAdams is a
Uh,
has naturally dark hair, and it's just crazy to go Regina George blonde. So she got a wig, which makes
uh,
perfect sense.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, but the this actress did dye the hair or bleach the hair. Anyhow, for the entire movie up until this last scene, Helena's reflection, or like her double that she's been chatting with, has been in a mirror. It's been a reflection. But when she's in the hospital, she's looking out the window and the reflection is out in the world.
So maybe it was an evil twin all along.
Yeah, her sister.
And for some reason, even though she's in a mental hospital, she's got the
The bride and groom
the bride and groom
toppers.
topper. So maybe this is just her like mind palace.
Maybe.
And maybe the crazy version of her is locked away for now and she got away. And no, that's not it.
No.
And then the one Helena says to the other Helena, coward, you have a new world to conquer. You make me sick. Leave me alone, please. Hiding in the shadows, hiding from who you truly are. No, you can't escape yourself. That was what happened, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good, good.
And the end. Finn.
Fiend. Sloot.
Any last notes before we get to the ranking?
I don't think so. This one was pretty straightforward. Even though this movie wasn't written by Fred Olen Ray, it still feels like a compilation of all the other movies we watched, just without the
Mhm.
mother-daughter fixation.
Yeah.
So this one, instead of, you should have always listened to your mom, the lesson is you should have always listened to your sister who does computers.
Yes.
So this
And she
childless divorcee really knows how things are.
she was just a Cassandra the entire time.
Yeah, yeah. But I think they were like, who watches these movies? Childless divorcees. Let's go. No offense if that's who you are. Like, that's fine. It's a perfectly cromulent way to live your life.
Increasingly, more and more middle-aged women are choosing that life
Yeah.
if they don't have kids. But yeah, male loneliness crisis, guys.
Yeah. It's a crisis, all right. Because when women are lonely, they go out and do things and make friends. But
Hmm.
when men are lonely, they just decide to kill themselves or other people. So,
Too often they kill other people before killing themselves. This just
yeah.
really should be the other way around. Yeah. Hmm.
Sometimes they're not even lonely. Sometimes it's their family.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
we've got a
That's a
whole
family
name for that.
annihilators. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. All right. Well, let's rank this movie. Let's start with quality/production value.
All that seems fine. Let's say six.
Okay.
Like, I don't know that all the performances were good, but everything was, there and in focus. And again, they used real police cars. They used the Buffalo police cars and the Lewiston police cars, and they
Hmm.
used a real bakery with
Hmm.
Mazureks and a real flower shop.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Amazing. How about effort?
I'm gonna say five. It feels like pretty much right down the middle. Like you
Yeah.
got a bunch of people of middling talents doing their best, I guess. I don't know.
Did this movie make sense?
I mean, if you didn't think about anything, sure. I might go straight five here too. Like,
Yeah. Don't think too hard about the poison, what it could be.
yeah,
Don't think
don't
too hard about how difficult it is for anybody else to hold a cast iron skillet in one hand.
don't think
It's just
about
this one actress who could do it.
don't think about how they got a marriage license if she doesn't have her real, not using her real name.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. Good point. Good point.
But what can you do?
Was this movie entertaining?
Eh, not really. Again, like there's no build up and climax to these things. It's all
Yeah.
it's all just like it's
Yeah.
like watching somebody be shot out of a cannon for 2 hours. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
but not even a good one. You just like, it's one of those ones where you just kind of squirt 5 feet forward. It's like, okay,
Hmm.
okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I'm gonna say five again. Like this is dare I say mid,
Yeah.
to use the terminology of 2015. So
Amazing. Amazing. We did it.
we did it. We did it. I don't know. Are we done with this season? Do we do one more?
It's up to you. You're the one with the list.
I feel like we've known all the beats of these things so far. I feel
It's
like,
gotten a little repetitive with the cupcakes and the poison in the
I
cupcakes.
mean, this one especially, yeah, it's either like this one didn't have the mother-daughter dynamic. It just had the cupcakes and stepladders of earlier movies.
Yeah,
So
and to your point, like the Helena, the actress who played Helena, has like the wiry arms. Well, so did what's her face from the prior movie, who we
the
didn't even
fiance killer one,
no, not the well, her too, but the unwelcome guest.
Oh, right,
We start
right.
off, she's like extra nerdy, extra skinny. Like, yeah, she's skinny until she takes off, like until she puts on a tank top, and then you're like, oh, she works out.
Yeah, yeah,
She's got the veins. You can see her veins in her arms. That's how much she works out. She's just not like bulky. And you're like, oh, she's not 21. It
yeah.
takes years to do that.
21. Yeah, no, really, the thing is, we should have had if only Fred Olen Ray had made a Lifetime movie in like the 90s or
Mhm.
something like that, around the like kind of era of the sleeping with the enemy sort of situation
Yeah.
where it's like an evil man. But for some reason, like Lifetime kind of switched over to like women fighting evil women the entire time. So
Yeah, they want to have it be a fantasy, right? Because evil men are everywhere.
or reality, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's not escapism. That's just like, oh no, I have to go to work tomorrow and live with this guy. But he's not gonna get his like comeuppance because it's reality. Yeah, yeah, I know.
Comeuppance. I remember that.
Yeah, yeah, good times, good times.
So we've got two more movies that were made by Fred Olen Ray for Lifetime in 2017.
Oh, really?
Let's do one,
Okay, yeah.
and we'll finish up on that one. There one is 1 hour and 23 minutes, one is 1 hour and 26 minutes, one is 5.2 stars, one is 5.3 stars.
Mm.
Uh, one is called Framed by My Fiance, and one is called The Twin. Which one sounds more intriguing to you? And we'll do that one for
Let's do
next
the
time.
twin.
The Twin. All right, The Twin. Oh,
That
and this
seems a little
is
bit more mysterious.
it does. It does. We may
Mhm.
have one of them might be evil. Maybe they're both evil. Yeah, yeah. It's going to be great because I see the lead actor is someone we've already seen this season, and let's see if you recognize
Oh
her when we
no,
get to it.
is it going to be Ted Monty?
No, it's a lady.
Ted Monty and his twin,
If only two Ted
Sam
Monties.
Monty.
This is Ted Monty. This is Ned Monty. This is their brother Larry and their brother Daryl and their other brother Daryl.
Perfect.
All right,
Until next time.
until keep it goofy. Kind of catchphrase.
It only took 6 seasons. There you go. You got it. You got it. You
This is
get
the
it.
movie.
And um,
And Helena,
I wrote in my notes Monica, and I just like stalled out in my brain. Sorry.
a little bit of Monica in your brain. A little bit of Monica. Yeah.
Going Over Our Freds was created and produced by us, Michael Kennedy and Meredith Halsey.
Our theme was composed and performed by Justin Nozick. Find more music for him at Bandcamp. Search for The Plague Physicians.
Artwork by Michael Kennedy. Special thanks to everyone who helped make the season possible, including the friends and family who let us watch these movies instead of this year's Academy Award nominees. And thank you for listening.
If you'd like to hear more from us, subscribe to Going Over Our Freds on your favorite podcast app. Follow us on Twitter at Goof Podcast, and find us on Instagram at Going Over Our Freds.
This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. For questions, comments, and complaints, email us at goingoverourfreds@gmail.com.
Thanks.